that satin finish, 2 or 3 more coats, maybe another couple of coats, keep it nice and flat, but it should pop nicely. So that's our little bits and pieces there. Now let me quickly do this. Get to the workbench, snooze that ad, and dismiss that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be back in a second. I'm just going to go get my reading glasses and catch up with the chat. Give me a second. Even though that's touch dry, I generally let it cure for a couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours, before I sand it lightly and give it another coat. She's a zinger. The Majestic. Which one's the Majestic again? Now, speaking of Majestics, I need to do the same to the acoustic. So let me grab the acoustic and bring that guy in. This one's looking pretty good. Okay, that's coming up nice. Let me unplug this guy. Take that into the other room, put that away. There are a couple of little micro scratches on the back, and that's the whole point of doing this. We can see where the little scratches are. That neck's looking amazing. The grain on that is really, really cool. So that's going to turn out really good. All right, what I need to do is bring you the acoustic. You want to check that out. This guy. Now we've got a little bit of a broken binding here. There was a crack and I've removed it and I need to replace that. So I might just sort that out now. What I want to do first though is show you guys where we're up to with this. Okay, we've got bunya pine. That's got 1 coat of oil on it. You can see that's starting to even out in color. We've got the binding is rosewood and abalone inlay. And we've got blackwood is the back and sides. That's what blackwood's like. You can see I haven't sanded that yet. I'm about to do that. There's the back. Once we get that side oiled and sanded, that's what it's going to look like. I think 2 coats is more than enough for this one. That looks really shiny already, and it's only got 1 coat on it, or 2 coats actually. It is a commission build. Chunky Mushroom, thank you for the follow. And Paulie, thank you for the follow. Love your work. And also Lysergic. I know all you guys. That one's there. That one there's coming up pretty good. That's got a Queensland maple neck as well, I think. Or is it a blackwood neck? No, it's a blackwood neck. So this is a combination that's very popular with, say, like a Maton 808. It's got bunya pine top, blackwood back and sides, matching blackwood neck. You can see that blackwood neck there. And so we've got to do some work on that guy. Obviously, we've got a lot of way to do. I've got a jig that I've just created to cut our tenons and our mortise joints. But I haven't had time to set it up properly on the bench so that it's bulletproof. I need to do some test runs. What I want to do today is fix this little area here. I removed a piece of broken, where is it? Down the back here somewhere. There's a piece of broken, here. Somehow that split and I noticed it, so I've cut that out. And what I want to do is replace that little bit there. You can see that little rosewood pit. I want to cut that, trim that down and clean that up and with a chisel, and just put a little piece in there, join the two, blend them in. You won't see it once I blend them in. I just need to cut that out with a chisel, and then I'll cut a little piece to fit, pop it in there, glue it down, and we'll fix that up. Shout out to Chunky Mushroom, absolutely clunky mushroom as well. You do that, Gatto. That's the one. Rosewood. I've got a little piece of rosewood. Perfect. Binding to go in there to replace that. I'm going to grab a chisel and just cut that out. Now I do cut it at a slight angle, because what I do is I join these two. It's a little bit tricky here because it's right on the bend, but I try and get about a 45-degree angle under there, and then I'll basically scarf the two pieces together just to hide that join line even better. Okay. Get a finer chisel, a little tiny one. The glue is really stuck down there really well. That's the whole point. So I've got to clean that up properly. There we go. Get that out. There we are. Got it. Just like that. Clean that edge. Nice. Now we want to measure a piece in here. Cut that to size. Use a very fine saw. Let's realize that's in the way. That's going to fit in there. Then we're going to backfill that with a little bit of rosewood dust, and it'll hide the join lines. So let me grab some glue and we'll get this guy clamped and taped down in there. You won't be able to tell the difference once that's in there. Okay. A little bit of high glue. Spread that evenly. Get a nice even coat right across that bugger, like so. Grab a little clamp. I'm going to clamp it in. We'll probably use the big clamp. Let me just pop this down. Grab a long clamp. Just to hold it in place while we tape it all down, of course. It is a bend, so it tends to spring out. We want to make sure there's not much spring out. That should get across there. It does nicely. Okay, that's good. Pop a little veneer in here. Let's pop this guy down in here. Okay. We don't need the veneer, it's right on the bend, so it should be good. Just to hold it in place while I tape the other half down. Like so. Grab some tape. Once we scrape that flat and flush, you won't even know it's there. Put some tape on this guy. Overlap with the other piece of binding. Pull it down and across. Overlap again, to put lots of tension on there. Now move this clamp over to this side. That wedge comes in handy now to stop it from moving further across. Wedge that in. Oops. More tape. Whoops. Keeps slipping on the other side. That's okay. I've got it taped down. It should be fine. It's not going to go anywhere if I'm quick. It was a bit springy. Let's put some more pressure on that. There we go. That ain't going to go anywhere, so we can put that aside and we can wait for that guy to fix itself. We've got some detail there, as you can see. Okay, there's a nice combination of rosewood, maple, rosewood, and so 2 strips of rosewood, the dark metal wood, and then there's a strip of what is that? Tasmanian myrtle, flamed myrtle. If I put some colour on that, I'll show you what that looks like. There's a few glue marks and things there that we need to clean up, obviously. Let's move all this hard stuff away.